Hello everyone, Mike Arnold here, co-founder of Path Trading Partners along with Bob Iacchino. So, on Bitcoin, just missed closing out the double bottom long. It needed to close below 38.76. So far, it's not closed below there. Doesn't mean it might yet not still or trade below 38.06. So the long is still in place, and it hit all the targets on the short. So the short is done now. And now the long is still in play, but remember, if we get a close below 38.76.95, then the long is over and the long double failed. On any rally, area of resistance now is about 4,007 to about 4,027. First area. Next key area is about 4,080. And then all the upside targets are still in place. But if you're watching for something else, then meanwhile, if you're trying to bottom pick or you have some other entry signal, then above 4,080, we'd be watching for a return to about 41.84 and then 43.10. To the downside, I'm just going to put a projection on here, see where that falls from this high to this low that just went in place. And see where the look at that 12 and 25. All right, so if we break through 38.06, we'd be watching for 37.48 and then a return. Look at this, 36.66, essentially 35.57. So there you have a cluster near the lows. So if we rotate back down, those are your new targets to the downside. Let's check in on the daily chart. Daily chart. So a couple days ago, closing right at the 8. Yesterday could not get bounced into the rotation zone, but then closing down below it and then collapsing out. So still lots of weakness. By the way, now if we did rally, I wouldn't even focus on this 47.98 target. I'd be focusing on this 46.56 target where the declining 21 is. But this is behind much lower probability. It can't even sustain any rally still. So it's a game for the shorts right now. And if you're long, I'd only trade off the very high probability patterns. Switching over to Ethereum. Ethereum, on the other hand, did cancel out the long double, so those targets are done. It closed below this 109.67 and also traded below 107, so that is done on both manners. It's now hit the second target. The next one down is 105.73. Then if you go down and do any more projections, any more GAN projections, at that point it's just going to take you to 104.24. Then essentially the new lows down to 101.55 to 102.02. On a resistance basis, we're watching first level of resistance is 112. Next area is about 114.82. Then if it rallied through there, I'd be focusing on about 118.81. Ethereum also very, very weak. Let's check in on the daily chart. So it never even got a close in the rotation zone. Tried to poke up there a few times, didn't really get into it, and then collapsing down again. That's why I watch these rotation zones, because you see how strong resistance they are. They've just played out over a very long time in a lot of markets, and we really rely on them to help us stay safe and not get overly optimistic to either the long or the short side. So key resistance based off the daily is coming in right now about 117.55. You'd really need to close above this 8 EMA and this 12.5% GAN level before we'd be interested in doing anything at all, and that would be a very risk adverse kinds of trades then. That's all we have for you on Ethereum and Bitcoin, and we'll talk to everyone soon. Bye for now.